Passion is correct. Welcome, boys and girls and others. It is Wobbly Player Syndrome, episode 32.
Woohoo!
See? Excitement. Everyone gets excited when they turn 32. Mind you, if I turn 32 today, I would be excited. Welcome. It's Wobbly Player Syndrome. It is a Warhammer 40k podcast. It is for idiots talking about stuff that some people care about. Obviously, we do with lots of passion. And we got me, Greg, and we got passionate Isabel. Oops, let's try that again, Isabel.
Hi.
There we go.
I damn
Put that on mute.
Jesus Christ!
We have.
I didn't realise I'd done a Donald Trump and you had to mute me.
Oh no, we would never do that on deliberate. Which button?
Deliberate.
Yeah, the words are good tonight. Hey, we have not safe. No, we got safe for work marks.
Yes. Hello.
Almost missed a safe for work mark. How long way now?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And of course, Radio Mike.
Hi, everybody.
How are we all this evening?
Apparently, we're all a bit discombobulated.
Oh no, big words. Don't do it. It's not fair. Don't. It's me. You can't do that to me.
Cast not your aspersions upon my significant verbiage.
Good.
Well done.
Red Belly, real talk.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Continue. No, it's alright. I had a question. I'm not going to ask it because it would be mean and rude and silly. Carry on.
Now I'm intrigued.
No. And I'm not even going to text it to you. So every time I text something to you, it pops up on your screen. You're like, everyone can see that.
It's true. I do sound like that when a text pops up. It's very annoying. Oh my god!
True.
So, let's move on. So this week's episode, on our monthly episode, this week's about it's okay to play with dolls. Yes, and there are bonus points if you can pick what show that comment is from. It's okay to play with dolls. Oh, I've got a few people thinking about it.
I have no idea.
Wonderful.
Debbie does Dallas.
Not quite. Not the type of doll we're talking about
Mr.
tonight.
Silverman.
Debbie does Dallas too.
Moving on. Right. What we normally go into here, we've tried to give a little bit more time for Radio Mike because a crap load has come out this month, I should say. So, we're going to go and cook dinner while you explain what happened with what's come out.
Okay, well, yeah, there's been a bunch of stuff. Like there was the Warhammer Underworld starters, Warhammer Underworld's Beastgrave, that arena thing. There was the Imperial Infantryman's Primer came out again. That was kind of cool. I didn't buy one, but it was cool if you missed one previously. We got like the Marine data cards and the Necron data cards. We got Codex Marines. We got Codex Necrons. We got piles of faction dice for different Marine chapters, and
That's
I think
what
there
all
were
those
Necrons.
emails were that I kept getting.
Dice.
Oh, nice.
Data
They didn't have Dark
cards.
Angels, so I didn't get any.
And book.
Mine hasn't showed up yet. None of the stuff I ordered.
There it is. Book.
Nice. Yeah, my book hasn't showed up yet.
Special code.
Special code for the
I've
app.
already entered it, so you can't put it in.
That would have been a really poor decision if that
I
was the
thought
other
about
way
that. I said, nah, I already put it in. I'm okay.
So we did, but didn't, get the chaplain on a bike because he fucking came out everywhere but Australia and New Zealand for some reason.
Really?
The Games Workshop Belcon and staff assure me that they think that he will come out this weekend. With the other
There's
pre-orders.
another funny story about the coming out of books.
It's International Coming Out Day.
Yay!
Chaplain is coming out.
Apparently not in
Everyone's
Australia and New
gay,
Zealand.
They should.
So, there was a message sent
He
out.
can't ride a big bike wearing the black, so he's clearly a leather daddy.
There was a message sent out to people who pre-ordered the Necron Codex. It was, sorry folks, in the rush, Games Workshop, Warhammer, has sent out the original codex for Necrons and not the new one.
Oh. Ooh,
Really?
That's bad. Oh.
5th edition.
Oh, sorry, 8th edition Necron codex instead of the 9th edition codex for Necrons.
That's
Jenkins is definitely in the
Second, hang on. Is
in
that
the
purely
soup kitchen
because
for that.
is it purely because the cover designers did not get out quick enough? And
Colours
so
are very different.
the internals that are exactly the fucking same
The covers
wrapped in a different cover came out. What?
I think it just got someone incompetent who decided to pack
someone just fucked up.
it. Yeah, pretty much. So
That's
that was
obvious.
interesting. So
Okay.
some stockists did not. They did eventually get their books. Apparently, they did make it on the Saturday to get the
It
correct
might have-
ones.
Yeah, it might have just been a pick and pack problem because some of the warehouses don't play the game, so they would have gone, "Oh, Necron Codex, those are Necron Codexes."
Yeah, that's true.
That could have
Jenkins,
happened.
The warehouse grot is now unemployed.
Like everyone else.
And I want to talk about these dice because I got them, and because I went salamanders. Yes, so salamander dice. All right, that's a 1. All right, we got that. That's a 1,
Are you serious?
and that is a 6. Now I'm happy with salamander head for number 6. Much better. All right, but try and read these.
The fuck is that?
That's a
camera
2.
Makes it look
It's a
like
feast and it's on fire.
That's a 4.
it looks like something has been
How
thrown at the
5.
wall and is sliding down.
3.
What is it with
2.
your factions dice, man?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why
My
don't
other
they-
dice are fun.
That is the worst dice.
The worst dice.
Orc one.
I mean, to be fair, last month saw the release of fucking drum dice.
Yeah, that
So
was
we
terrible.
can't call those the worst dice.
But
clearly.
these... Oh, here we go. That's what I'm looking around for.
Those dice are shit.
Come on, so there's a 6 compared to the 6. Easy to read. Come on. Easy.
Mate, on your screen, on my screen, that's just a blur.
Yeah,
I'm like, are these dots for
that one-
ants?
No, so I think
Yeah.
I think there's actually no loss.
this
That's
is
actually-
pixelated robot vomit. Like it's,
The way I was rolling yesterday, it wasn't far
Yeah,
off.
it sounds like they have the
You
exact
won,
same
you
problem.
bitch! How can you say that?
Because I said it wasn't far off.
So,
This is how he used to behave when he beat me, and I'd rolled nothing but ones the whole day. And he'd say, "Oh, I can't believe how many shit rolls I had." You won, cockhead.
Yeah, but that's expected.
he wanted to
From
win
you.
by much more.
Exactly.
So, but what I want to talk about the dice, they feel cheap. They're not.
yeah.
They're not
So
cheap, but
No,
they feel
they weren't.
cheap, which is
So they're just
disappointing.
like me
So just be wary. I mean, it's
That
awesome.
does suck.
I know
then. Sometimes I
our Imperial Fist game player Liam, he's gone and bought 2 packets without seeing them, so he'd be happy with
so
that.
they've used the finest razor thin ABS plastic quality items.
So we've just got a message. Lewis has let us know he's got a good deal on a bucket full of old Necron codexes. So take a guess who received the old Necron codexes.
That's rough.
I mean, I had something similar happen when I got drunk and ordered a Codex Imperial Agents when I already had a Codex Imperial Agents.
Yeah, I can't say I've never done that before with certain books.
Yeah. Like a week apart, I just ordered a second one before the first one arrived because
Yeah.
I forgot I'd ordered the first one.
Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, so there's a lot came
so-
out, yeah?
We got the Firestrike servo turret for the Marines. We have the Primaris Invader ATV. Then we have like a bunch of fucking Necron things. We had the Necron Warriors, Necron Scarab, the Scorpek Destroyers, the Hexmark Destroyers, the Silent King, who looks really cool.
He does.
The Locust Heavy Destroyers, the Canoptic Doomstalkers, which I really like the kind of War of the Worlds
Yes.
tripod thing they've got going. It's really sick.
Yep.
They had like mission pack stuff, chapter approved, Crusade mission packs. We had the topical McFarlane toys, the Necron Warrior, the Assault Intercessor, the Blank Intercessor. And pre-orders for this week are the Hammerfall Bunker, the Tech Marine, Ophidian Destroyer, Convergence of Dominion, the Shard of the Void Dragon, which is kind of cool looking, and bloody, just to do an Age of Sigmar thing, the Sons of Behemoth, which are basically like Warhammer Knights from the look of them.
Okay.
Yeah, they're just big, super big fucking giants, so it's kind of like the same type of army of knights.
Cool. So a lot came out, is what you're saying.
Yeah, bunch of stuff.
October actually delivered.
There's no orcs this month!
That's why it delivered.
To be fair, they didn't say that it was October.
No.
Yeah, my lion hasn't showed up yet. Bloody lion.
Bloody lion.
Yeah, but like the things that you ordered when it was actually October still haven't showed up either, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
You're still waiting for your Indominus,
That's
aren't you?
I
am
it's
still waiting.
early
Yeah.
October.
You should have gone to our friendly local hobbyist out in Mitchell to
Well-
help you out with that.
When I ordered it, there was no confirmation that people were getting a second wave. And I was like, well, I'm not going to gamble on whether or not there's going to be a second wave. Whether I'm going to get one, I'll just order these guaranteed ones. So,
Well,
you know.
Like we say in server ops, 5th time's the charm.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, so a lot's happened.
Yeah,
Lots come out. So there's a lot of
fucking
Marine people out there who are very happy at the moment. A lot of Necron players are happy out there. Good for them. I got my book. Yeah, I did. I got my book and I got my dice. I got my cards and stuff. Right, I'm going to play Death Guard. I just had no enthusiasm to go through the book, but I've got it. It's exciting. I'm still not excited
You
about
look
it.
excited.
Yeah, it's moving. This much excitement. Let's move on to the hobby stage.
The
Who's
excitement
hobbied?
just washes off you.
Who's hobbied?
I've been painting more Necromancer stuff. Been working on the what do you call them? The frickin' corpse grinder cultists and my Ogren servitor slaves.
Oh, of course. I forgot to put your Ogrins up on the images that are showing now. Sorry. They will go up on the
cool.
YouTube feed. I will put that up on
I've only done one of them, so it's not like I've done many.
there. Still, one's more than none.
Well, there's only 6 of them, so
There you go. You're away. You're away, son. That's it. Yep, good.
yeah, that's it. Like I got distracted being emo about not having Indomitus yet.
Yeah, that would drain you. I saw some of the comments saying, yeah, it's sort of losing interest because you want to paint them, they're not here. And I think Mark was saying, but you've got a lot to paint.
Yeah, I have so much to paint, but I don't have the things I want to paint.
Yeah, makes a difference. Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, in your busy life, Mark, have you done anything?
Actually, I've just looked on my desk here, and I realised I actually put some red on a Carnifex
Oh, you'll have to hold it up because I didn't have a picture of that. There it is.
a while ago, and I didn't finish the red, obviously, as you can see, but yes, I did.
done.
I'm sure I did that months ago and forgot to mention it on the podcast. But
You did it yesterday.
yes,
Well
that
done.
That is the hobby that I have done in the last maybe 6 months.
Is anything with your Necromunda? Have you done any more with it? Right, so to me.
It's literally sitting under the Razor Crest Lego that I built,
Yeah.
the Alien Rover Lego that I built, and I have three different from different sets Captain Marvels in
Nice.
Lego that I am in love with, and no, I haven't.
The short version
That's
is
okay.
no.
We'll let you play with Lego pieces.
It's okay to play with dolls. That's right.
I'm sorry. I have actually hobby progress, and when you're an author and you don't make any fucking money, it's a hobby. I started a new book in the last little while since the last episode, so expect that out in 2046.
Woohoo! I'll put it down my calendar.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's managing expectations.
For me, I still have been doing the Monday night hobby night. No, the Tuesday night hobby night. But I have missed some. Oh, look at that. I am showing mine has come up on its side. If anyone's watching the film, excellent. I'll fix that on the YouTube. Nice big one Yeah, it looks good. So still working on Death Guard. I don't know why it's done that. That's awesome. So still working on Death Guard, getting through them, but it's slow. It's all the finicky stuff, adding all the goop and all the gore. But I'm happy how they're turning out. I just haven't done anything outside those Tuesdays, so there seems to be progress. And then you look back and go, oh, it's not that much progress. But yeah, what can you do? What can you do? Not a lot. Right. This weekend that just went past was our October meet. Big meet. Big meet. But I feel there was only the one game ended up playing because of life getting in the way. Did anyone...
Also because you can't fit so much meat in, really.
There's only so much meat you can fit.
That's it.
That's it.
The aperture's only so big.
Well, I managed to fit my meat in. Hang on.
Well, that's always
You
a
were
good
playing
weekend.
40k, right?
I've heard that's not unusual.
As big as a house. Another quote, boys and girls, and others.
That's not what I heard.
Right, so yes, I did actually have a game. Thank you very much. It was glorious. Yes, that photo's showing up the right way. On my new battle mat, which I got for my birthday, I got to crack that out and put a floodlight on, which you can see why I'm so illuminated at the moment, to get better quality lighting in. And the cardboard scenery that you see, I really like it. I pulled it apart again,
great.
so I'm going to build some new ruins. It's going to be great for Necron mode and that stuff too. So, as I said, I was uninspired to play Space Marines at Salamanders. Had been for a while. So, Death Guard came out, and I played against Adam and his orcs, his goths. Now, I've played Adam a fair amount of times. I've never faced him with my Death Guard. Oh crap. I don't know what to do with Death Guard and orcs, because there's boys, and then there's killer cans, and killer cans. And it was right. There was squads of boys. There was 6 killer cans plus a Morkanaut. That's the hand-to-hand one, right?
I can't remember.
See all the there, and Gaz as well. So yeah, Gaz was there as well, and I had my plan right to stay together, keep these Poxwalkers here. Yep, get them as a shield, get the Marines there, the Terminators there in the middle, so they can shoot. Yep, all right, deployed. Now they're all separated, and the Poxwalkers are in the wrong spot, and everything's in the wrong spot. Yeah, that's what normally happens. God.
So the plan went well.
I always go in with a plan, but as soon as I've deployed, the plan is gone. Every game, it's crazy. But it was a really good game. It was quite bloody game. I was shooting down orcs as quickly as I could with bolters and Reaper cannons and whatever else I could. And he was getting closer and closer and taking out some of mine. And going, I got to kill Gaz! Psychic. For the first game I've ever had for a long time, Psychic phase actually worked. Smite.
How good is it when the psychic phase goes off?
It feels so weird.
It never happens, but it's brilliant when it does.
Feels very strange. So he killed all the Poxwalkers on the right-hand side, but there was a squad of 20 Poxwalkers on the left, facing 6 killer cans. The
6 killer cans. Fucking hell.
Yeah, 6 killer cans. The Morkanaut.
So only 10 points each or whatever. So.
Killer can. No, a bit more than that. They're the grot-driven dreadnoughts. Yeah.
They can't be that scary. They didn't form Voltron like they did in the Tag Team.
Yes. And a Scrapjet. That was the other one. Scrapjet, the Morkanaut, and 6 killer cans, and I had Poxwalkers and a 5-man squad of Marines and 1 Sorcerer, and because by then everything else is dead. And it got very, very close. We had to tally up the points 3 times throughout the game because we kept losing count with getting the tallies. It was that kill them, you get 1 point. No, every 10 kills you get 1 point. In the end, I know you're excited. In the end, it came down to the last final fight phase where he had all 6 killer cans and the Morkanaut against my 20 Poxwalkers, and all he had to do, actually I think it was only 10 by that time, had to kill them all and he would have won. Disgusting resilience for the win! escapes with a 2-point win, 63 to
Disgustingly
61.
resilient.
They really named that well, didn't they?
Oh my
They
god!
really did. It is disgusting.
So yeah, 63 to
What they should
61.
name
That was
two-
crazy.
What is it? Was it 3 wounds now for Primaris Marines? That's what they should name it. Disgusting 3 wounds.
I think we had a podcast about that.
Yes, I believe so, but I still think that disgusting suits it better.
So yes, that was my game. Unfortunately, I know Rob's game got cancelled twice. His first game got cancelled. He found another opponent, and then unfortunately that opponent fooled out as well. I know the game that was on tonight's also been cancelled. So life is getting a bit tough to try and get games in. So we'll take them when we can. Sure.
Yeah, I wasn't even going to make it. Who
Do you need a
cancelled it?
shoehorn or something?
That's it. The shoehorn to get your meat on.
That's it.
I think with the next meets, we normally do a day. We might make it spread over a couple of days, see if we can get more people a bit more available.
Well, around Christmas I should be free.
If you can do it in like fucking Mittagong or Bowral or something, it'd be great for me.
On the road, yeah! We'll do that on the road. Awesome. Cool.
But in New South Wales, it'd be great.
yeah.
ACT has got no cases. New South Wales is a, well, you know.
Hey,
three
regional
cases.
New South Wales has none.
That's it.
Look,
Off to Dubbo.
seriously, there are like 3 or 5 cases that are community transmitted in New South Wales. We've got like more than 7 million people.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about that because we don't want to talk about that.
No,
Good.
we don't. I'm
Good
not going
point.
to say anything.
Good.
I
That
hate going. I love it.
Yeah,
That
language
was
warning.
Shelby's
Yes. Okay, so we've gone through all our stuff. We don't really need to talk about the ladder because I'm still on top. You're welcome. And we were going to have
I
our...
thought you were saying you couldn't fit the meat in.
well, when you're on top, you can fit it in
Because you
anyway.
have a shoehorn. He's got a shoehorn now.
That's what you win when you're on top. Right. So we're going to move on to our short break, and then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of the podcast. It's okay to play with dolls. Come on, people. Find the quote. Talk soon.
We are Rollers, and we have the games for you. Be it board games, card games, dice games, or party games. You name it, and we have it. Find us online at rollersboardgames.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at rollersboardgames.
From acoustic to distortion, Storyboard Concept is music that's honest, relaxing, and full ball rockin' music. Follow Colin at storyboardconcept.bandcamp.com.
Episode.
And we are back. Nice timing there, Is. Very well done.
This is the face of a girl who didn't get to go and get her wine. I needed wine. What the hell?
You're
How
always
dare you come back
whining.
to-
Now
What
you
sort
can
of
discuss the wonderful
producer
world
are
of
you?
playing with dollies with us.
That's it.
Clearly,
So-
you need to
Right,
design
I
longer
swear
ads.
to God,
right?
I'm going to ask
So-
a really difficult question, and I'm going to disappear.
Okay, well, you could just disappear. We'll keep moving on.
Bullshit.
Quick, I'll say thank you to the sponsors. If you go right now, quick. And I want to say thank you to the people who do help us with music and images for our podcast. So thank you to Storyboard Concept. I believe he is doing some music at the moment. A new CD. People buy CDs, right? Still, yep. So keep an eye on that. Storyboard Concept at bandcamp.com. And of course, thank you for the images still to Sam at Rollers Board Games. I appreciate the images. Still waiting for some more stuff because we're working on t-shirts, people. Watch out. Yes. You too can get the t-shirts that stop here. So when you're on camera, you're covered. It's going to be awesome. And thank you very much to, of course, I've got to say thank you to Lewis at Jolt Games for putting up with us and supplying me of all my goodies that I buy, including my book, and not the old Necron book. Thank you.
Indeed, here.
Here. Alright, so let's move on to this month's topic. It's okay to play with dolls. Now, if you want to know where that's come from, you can ask me now. or I'll tell you at the end of the show. These three here, they gave up during the ad break, so I had to tell them.
I guessed pretty close, but I didn't know the
After I
actual-
gave all the clues away.
I didn't know the episode. Or the character. I know that it's you, by the way.
Fool. Why would you ever think that I would know these things?
Because you just should. Think about it. Cool, so we are talking about... We're looking at all the action toys and stuff like that that's come out from Games Workshop recently. Sorry, Warhammer. Whatever I want to be called. Warhammer's a store, right? Games Workshop's the company.
Warhammer is the store, Games Workshop
Thank
is the
you.
company, yeah.
Good. And we just... the conversation started last week when Iz and I were gaming away. Catch us on Monday nights and Friday nights. So, RLG Games Loud.
I've done it again.
I know.
I've done it again.
You did it again.
Okay, fuck. I've done it again. Oh, God.
Yeah. I think you got a better offer. It's all
Carry
good.
on.
So you can watch us on Real Loud Gamers Facebook page when we do the Monday night, Friday nights. Cross plug. Alright, so we will start talking, and we're talking about... I'm trying to remember how we came about it, but tongues. What were we talking about regarding tongues? And then we just talked about, no, it needs more...
I believe I was talking about the fact that we don't have enough horror action figures. In fact, we don't have enough...
We'll go with that.
It was no. It was Slaanesh,
Yep.
and I was concerned that there weren't enough actual miniatures of Slaanesh.
We would talk about Nurgle and the tongues of
Tongue.
Nurgle, and we went to
Just-
Slaanesh.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I went to Slaanesh because it's their tongues, and I'm just talking miniatures that are just pure tongue, and it's
Well-
so Slaanesh. It's just if you can just be immersed in one visceral, sense, and just immerse your entire body in it. Surely that's a Slaanesh thing. And there weren't enough tongues. There weren't enough tongue miniatures. And then we moved to, well, maybe we should make that the whole topic.
Yes, and so we'll make it a whole topic. Design your own
And then I
tongue toy.
I proposed
Hang
it
on.
on the Facebook, and everyone told me to shut the fuck up.
No,
Is this one of
you
those
inspired.
golf and fire type deals? Like I don't get the link here.
We're talking about
no
how we
way.
design our own, and we wanted to talk about design our own toy and with the tongues and stuff
did.
like that. And it's led to
wanted to design our
all
own
the
miniature.
toys that have come out from Games Workshop recently. That's how it came about. Please keep up, Mark. I mean, really.
I'm just getting it
I
straight
want
for
to
everybody. 'cause
design our best miniature, but the fact is it's a podcast, so we can't exactly sit here and design our own miniature in an auditory format. So let's talk about the miniatures that are out there that we love, the things that perhaps we would like to see, and
Yeah.
I think that just branch out and how our lives have been shaped by very small or medium or large dolls of various different sorts.
Correct, because it's okay to play with it. Yeah, it's, look, we all play 40k, and that's all the still the 25 mil. What do they call it? 25 mil model size.
they're
I
32
thought
now.
they were
32.
I thought they were,
They
I thought
came
they
with
were
32.
28 mil.
28. That's it. The
28
28 mil
heroic.
miniatures. Yes, 28 mil
Yeah,
miniatures.
28 mil heroic scale, I think.
Thank you very much. Somebody knows what's going on here. Great. So we all play that in our 40k version. But as you can see in my background, I have lots of toys. And you can't see the ones up here. Such as my favourite villain of all time. That's Mr. Sinister to you. I lost it when they dropped that suitcase, that briefcase, and it said Essex, and I went, ah! Anyway, moving on. And New Mutants. That's Essex. That was very cool.
That was.
Yes, I really enjoyed that movie. More and more I think about it, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, it's not why we're here. Ah, the X-Men. So, completely is. So we talked about, look, there's a lot of people, we play 40k, and there's a lot of people have other hobbies as well. I've got all of my miniatures over here, and I've got all the pops and other stuff. Yes, that is Giles in the corner with a chainsaw and a poncho from Buffy, as it should be. Yep.
It should be, or a guitar.
If you say so.
Look, I'll light him up. There you go.
Yeah, that does make it better.
Straight in the hell
Yeah.
mouth.
Straight in the hell mouth. I know, Ease has been showing off. I'm not entirely... Yeah, there you go. Lego and other things that looked inappropriate at times. So obviously Games Workshop have worked out people just don't want to have these 28mm miniatures. They want toys that they can cuddle with at night. That's what you do with yours, right?
I don't think they've made any that they can particularly cuddle with. They certainly haven't made like a Slanesh body pillow, although if they do, shit
My
will
God, like
shit
I'm
hole.
talking, like under 6 tits,
Hey.
testicles, penises, Slanesh
Hey,
pillow.
we
Wow.
don't need to do Japanese GW's job for them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Used to be your
buy
prototype,
it, but
so you-
I wouldn't judge anyone that did.
You might ask to borrow it, but that's not the point. So, we know that they've they've reached out, broken out, breached out. What have they done?
Rimmed out.
Breached out, branched out with a tree. Yes. Head to the other world, and Funko Pop, as you can see, some of there, are huge. If you name a license, they've got a Funko Pop attached to it, and GW has it as well. Yes, Star Wars has the Funko Pop too. So I think that was where they first brought theirs out, Funko Pops. I'm just
Yeah, I
going to
think
bring
the
them up.
Funko Pop was the first kind of
So they're just coming up now on your
like,
screen if you're watching.
collectible thing that they did out of them.
Yes, so we had the 4 that came out: the Dark Angel, the Space Wolf, the Blood Angel, and the Smurf. Sorry.
Have to have a Smurf, come on.
And they did bring out a grey one as well, which you could paint. I mean, I've seen some pretty cool versions of those as well. They've been painted up. I thought of it, yeah. And they priced it for Australia market. It's $20 for the Australian market. Very cool. Sit on the desk, looking very cool. A lot of people don't understand the things that pops. Clearly, I don't understand why you get people buy pops. Clearly.
I'll be honest, I don't really understand it, but I did buy Baby Groot.
Yes, you
And
did.
it sits on my coffee machine, so...
Yes. I made
get
a
it.
conscious
Look,
decision to
I
only get
understand.
one license.
I just don't understand the people who buy them and then leave them in the case.
Oh, they're in the box because I haven't found a spot for them yet. But they do not live in boxes, as you can see the ones up there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But okay, leave you?
Yeah. Yeah, I decided only to go with one license, and that was the X-Men, and that's enough. I do have a friend, cross promotion. I'm going to come at you, Taco. Taco Pops. Check out his YouTube. He weekly reviews Pops come out, and he's one of those ones that keeps it in the box. He is quite amusing, so yeah, check it out, Taco Pops YouTube. And on Monday I'll talk to him, so he will cross-platform promote. Words are fun. I should have got a stronger beer. I would have had an excuse
Tell
then.
him to call it this time on a Monday.
That's it. Yes, good point. So yeah, they're $20 a pop. They were very popular, very huge. What do people think?
I didn't buy any, but probably mostly because I don't have frickin' room. So my wife would murder me in my sleep. But, I probably would have bought one of the Dark Angel ones just to sit on my computer desk somewhere. I don't care about Funko Pops, but it'd be cool to have a little Dark Angel sitting there.
I never buy any of the action figure type things or
You're going to be
Funko.
great for this episode, Mark.
Yeah, so you're
Pick your
trying
target.
to sell me on them,
You should buy them. No, there's too much blue everywhere. You don't need
So I
any more
don't
blue.
I don't buy Funko Pops so much. I bought Groot out, as I said, but every time I walk into like an EB's or a Zing or a place that's got Funkos, and there's actually a cafe up interestingly near my doctor, where I go every 6 months, or sooner if I'm sick. And I go to this cafe to get a coffee, and they've just got this glorious wall of Funko Pops, and I always sit there and I think, I really actually like those. I just like the look of them,
Yeah.
and I don't get it. I like to be able to play, like I'm talking
Yes. What's the one in your right hand?
that's Venom. Hey Venom,
Okay. Hello, Venom.
how are we doing? And there's
Phasma.
Phasma.
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Like Seriously, as soon as Ryan Johnson took over and murdered her, I was just like, oh, I'm done. I excised her from my memory.
Yeah.
But anyway, so they fight all the time, those two, because I've got like three. I've got 3 action figures that are not in my kids' box at my ex's place getting ruined. And I'm talking, I've got original
Star
Optimus
Wars,
Prime, original Ultra Magnus,
So you can clearly
original
see we
Starscream,
like our toys.
and they're all getting destroyed. But I'm okay because my kids are really enjoying it. It's great.
It took me a long time to sort of go, yeah, these are my toys, kids. You can play with them, but nicely.
I gave up on that a little while ago.
Right.
But holy,
Yeah, that seems like a rookie mistake.
I don't give them the
no,
good stuff.
see, I have 3 kids.
Yeah.
I'm not a rookie. I'm a veteran, but I've learned that their enjoyment is better than my cash.
Yeah, I know exactly what I did
Yep.
to my older brother's first, like, original Star Wars toys. So, like, if I care about it, I don't give it to the kids.
Yes.
Do you know what
Yes.
happened to my Star Wars toys? I was going to get them down too for this episode, but they're above my son's room in a rental place I have, and there's one manhole. And I have to get an extension ladder and lean it against the wall over his bed and clear out his room, basically. And just leave his bed there, just to get up into this manhole. And then I have to, like, uncover it because it was in there, covered up for dust, covered up for heat.
Yeah.
I've got, like, heat things around it. I'm like sarking. I've actually wrapped it in sarking. Anyone that doesn't know sarking, look it up. And anyway, so it would have taken me probably 2 to 3 days to get this shit out. But I've got original C-3PO. I've got original R2-D2.
Yeah.
I've got like original Lobot, Lando Calrissian, Leia, all upstairs in
Yeah.
my house. And I've also got, you might see my trans ATST. AT-AT.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yep.
I'm going to die.
Cool. That's what happens when you talk Star Wars in a 40Ks podcast.
You started this.
I did.
Damn.
So the question I have is, what attracts somebody to go and spend $200 or $300?
We're not at that point.
Action?
We're not at that point. We're going price points. $20 price points. That's what they brought out first. And if they had a Salamander one, I would buy it. I'm there. I would. And if they had a Plague Marine, hell yeah. If they brought out other factions, hell yeah. Yeah. But no, I'm not going to buy a grey one and then paint it myself. I'm not spending the same amount of money if when it's pre-painted. No, I'll stuff it up.
Hey, GW would charge you $50 for that model.
Yeah. Yes.
And it would only be 28mm heroic scale.
And I've got more
Here's
than
the
one.
question. I mean, Mark, you asked the question, why would you spend money on action figures? Why would you spend that sort of money on GW?
Well, no. Versus buying like an army that you can play Warhammer with.
Which is fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's saying that why would a Warhammer player not spend it on Warhammer models? I think is what he's getting at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I legit get that, and I think it's just because I don't think it's passion. It's
Yeah.
pure passion.
Yeah.
We're passionate about what we do, and when we're passionate about Warhammer, we spend up big on that. And if we find something else that we're passionate about, we'll spend money to be able to see that world
Yeah.
in our lives.
In any
And
format.
the fact,
Yeah.
exactly, the fact is we can't live in the movie. We can't live in the game. Fuck, with 40k God, we wouldn't want to. We can't live in a world where that exists. But if we can wake up in the morning and look up and see our trans ATST, sorry, I keep saying ATST, it's AT-AT. Fuck, I feel like such a freaking noob. Anyway, trans AT-AT up there. Honestly, I feel amazing. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I like Star Wars, and I did love it all the way up until Ryan Johnson invented fucking space bombers. with gravity.
Anyway.
So, serious, that was it for me. That was
Yeah.
it. Anyway, so I do love the Star Wars universe, and
Yeah.
I when I was a kid, I always wanted that. Now that I have the money to afford it, I'm gonna go get
Yeah.
it.
And yeah, you're right. It's passion. I mean, I like X-Men. I think I have about 7 different Nightcrawlers, not including the statuettes up there. Because I like the character. And whatever it comes out with his name or his face on it, I will usually grab it. Not to a point. Yeah, but yeah. I think there's 2 of them just in here.
And there's a blow-up doll in the cupboard too. I know.
Yeah, but that, yeah. When he goes bam for small,
It's the tail.
not too hard.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look,
So,
nerds like to buy tat. Like, it's a thing that nerds do in lots of fandoms, and there's a lot of crossover between those nerd fandoms and 40k. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that we got like the Bandai stuff, because I know so many people.
hang on,
who
we're
play
not out there
40K
yet.
Okay, I'll wait for that.
Yeah. So the next
But,
one is actually the
who that-
McFarlane stuff.
Speaking of merch, look behind me, people.
Yeah.
That's all I'll
Wasn't
say.
the second one the Bandai one, or
No.
was it going up in price?
The McFarlane ones, which is now on the screen for the viewers who are watching at the moment, the McFarlanes, when they came out, yeah, Bandai did come out first, but then they brought the McFarlane ones at price point of $40. Alright?
God, how big were these?
These are the McFarlane size ones. You know the McFarlane
I
size
don't remember.
toys?
Like, I don't remember anything about this.
Your normal, your normal size figures. See on the screen? Look.
That size?
No. A bit bigger than the Venom. Do you remember the
Okay.
Wildstorm
Are they
ones?
like 8 inches? Is that
No,
how tall that is?
I've got Dane.
Yeah,
Seven
Dane. That's
inches
him.
tall.
Dane. Yeah.
Boys.
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
So when these come out, I got excited.
When was this?
They only recently came out.
Yeah,
Like,
they're like
they've
on
been-
pre-order now. So
yeah.
They were talked
Wow.
about for a long time.
I googled them while you.
Yeah,
guys
I
were
thought once you saw the
fumbling.
sister one, you'd be going, you must have Isabel.
No, she
Well,
is.
it's like I announced that they were in the
she's
list of
wearing a
things I
fucking
released.
helmet. I want sexy lesbian sister. I'm sorry. Like I don't want I also want
They're posable.
sexy lesbian space marine. I also want sexy lesbian everything.
So yes, they brought out an Ultramarine and a Necron first up with a grey Marine as well, so you could paint it. I just cut
It's
you
an
off,
assault
did
an Ultramarine Assault Intercessor,
Yeah.
a Necron Warrior, and a Blank Intercessor.
I? Yes. And
Looks like
then
there's a blank.
They were in
Necron
my
one.
new
yeah,
release.
so yeah, Series 2 introduces the sister and the blank Necron. So even Series 1's not out yet, so they're already talking about Series 2. So these do look great. McFarlane toys have always been great. So these are the first ones I'm excited about. I would like to see a salamander one. I don't want to paint a grey one. I'm sorry, I talked about that at the pop. I don't want to do it. Just give me the one I want. I paint the damn miniatures, and you know how long it takes me to do those? You want me to paint this thing?
Do you know what? I gotta say, I reckon
You have an
it'd actually
airbrush.
be
What are you
easier,
complaining
and I
about?
think it'd be fun to actually paint the big motherfucker. The only trouble would be, and I've done it because I've painted miniatures that I own. And when I say miniatures, I mean fucking action figures. The articulation is impossible to paint. So you've got to paint it and articulate it, and then paint it as it cracks and moves.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to get it perfect.
But they're nice. I showed these to my son, and he just lost it over the Necron one because he plays Necrons. So, guess what he's getting for his birthday?
Chocolate?
Ultramarine.
A grey one. Paint it yourself. So I was excited with these ones. I thought these were great, and I have been looking out for them to come out to buy. I will actually pick up the Ultramarine. Shut up. I will pick up the Necron for my son as well, but not the grey one. And I'll probably grab the sister one too because they're at a price point I can justify. $40
Really? For one?
for one.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Oh my god! I could get laid for that.
You're in a weird part of town.
No.
And you're still going to paint it though. So
The miniature?
whatever you want to call it.
No, I'm pretty sure I don't have to.
I thought $40 is not too bad, considering the price of those size action toys now, which is that sort of price. And I think if you compare it to the Bandai one,
it's cheaper than buying a Primaris Lieutenant on its own.
There you go. Yeah, $55 for a miniature, $40 for that action figure.
And you could put it on your board and say, "Look, it's a fucking Titan."
That's it. That's exactly it. So
You could totally use one of them instead of the Imperial Marine statue terrain.
Correct. That's it. And you get too close, it just goes bang.
And it would be cheaper.
And that's why you buy the grey
probably.
one.
Yeah, spray it gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. Look at that. See? $40. It is cheaper than buying the terrain. I love it.
We're saving you money.
Yeah.
This is good quality consumer
then
advice.
you could go get laid. See? Yes.
With the change you would have had if you bought the actual proper one. Yes.
First, you buy the blank. Then you buy the spray paint. Then you get the women.
I believe that's how it works. Yes, Attack Chicken, they cost $40. Yes. So
That's alright. I've looked at Star Wars freaking action figures. They cost about $35.
yeah.
As well.
See, as I say, if you look at
And
action figures these days, they're actually well priced as opposed to. So the
New
first
Star Wars
action
this is
figures.
old. The new Star Wars figures are about this big.
So the first
They're not the same.
time they brought out this big news of bringing out action figures from Games Workshop were the Bandai ones, right? Which look unbelievable. They look fantastic, which we expect from Bandai. And there's a Salamander one. Oh my god!
And
Although Bandai was responsible for the Machine Men. That was amazing.
Yeah.
I'm
That was
sure
so
if you
great.
snap one of them in half, there is like the guy modelled inside the armour there, and you'll see
In death.
like, the insides and everything. Like it's
Well, yeah.
It's 2 hearts. It's
Yeah.
8 testicles.
yep, all
Yeah.
the progenoid
Yeah.
glands,
Penises.
everything.
Yeah.
Like,
so yeah, go on.
Bandai, those the price for those makes sense for a Bandai.
$230.
Figure, Bandai figures are very expensive. Like that's not unreasonable. For
$230,
a Bandai figure,
Isabel.
isn't it? I mean, it's a huge fucking price for a
So,
one, but that's how much they cost.
just
isn't
the
it?
reaction of Isabel's
Are they-
face is fantastic.
Are these things like life size? Do they work?
No,
I think
If
the
I-
Bandai
if I
ones
was
are
the-
like that big or something, aren't they? Like,
If I was the Department
Yeah,
of Defense,
12
I would pay
12 or
that
8
for a
inch.
fucking life-size one that actually kills people.
you should see how much people pay for gunplers and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
What's a gunpla?
they're
they're
like
Gundam.
anime
Gundam.
Gundam models.
And see,
Oh,
the thing is,
okay.
that they model these things with such minute detail. They will, like, if there's a jet engine on the model, they model the interior componentry as if it actually was a real jet engine, and you will never ever see those parts ever unless you put it through like an X-ray machine or something.
Yeah.
But they're there. And that's why I was saying, if you break one of those Bandai ones apart, I bet you blood drips out and you can see the dude
The actual
spine.
Marine himself. They do. They look unbelievable. And when they first announced it, I said, "Oh my god, I would love to have one of those." And it was only the Ultramarine at that time. I still wanted it. And then I saw the price point. I said,
Yeah, even my Ultramarines love has boundaries, and that was like way out of the ballpark there.
"Yeah." Attack Chicken saying that GW should take notes from Bandai. What, on the price point? Have you not played GW?
Yeah, actually, I believe Attack Chicken. I'm gonna say that actually Bandai's taken notes from DW and
Yeah.
just said, so you're this scale, we're gonna go to this scale. Let's just multiply it by that.
Yeah. Whatever the scales
I
increased
reckon
by,
you'll
that's the
find
price.
it's about the same.
Well, yeah, as I said, it makes GW look like an affordable hobby because the starter box is now economical.
See? Now, doesn't the McFarlane toy look much more $40, $230?
Hang on. I've come up with it. I've solved it.
You solved it?
GW can survive this financial crisis by releasing a boxed set of Bandai miniatures for only $48,000.
Fair enough.
No,
I mean,
So,
just-
All you
just
have to do is reissue
fucking solved it.
the
I
Sister
solved it.
Battle.
So
Michael, you'll buy it.
Well, I was about to say, I was just having a quick look at the cost of Bandai figures. Bandai Gundam action figures, I think they're the same size.
Mm-hmm.
They're like 400.
There you go.
And so the Bandai figures are high end.
Yeah, but they are high end. Yeah, and when you see Bandai, you expect that.
Half the time they're made of metal.
And as with anything GW marked, the Space Marine, which is out now, the other two are coming, sold out within minutes.
That's what I was saying. Like, there's this high crossover between people who are really into these hobbies where they buy, like, Gunpla and action figures who also play 40k. And so, you know, it's clearly working because they're selling these runs out.
Yeah. Yeah, they go.
I'm not necessarily going to buy a Bandai figure because I don't buy Bandai figures.
Oh, I don't buy Bandai figure. That Salamander was tempting. And when they announced the Salamander, I lost my shit. Yeah, I must have, because I forgot the price point.
Yeah.
And then the price point came and went, shit.
And nobody wants to buy my fucking book.
You need to get Bandai to make a model of it this much bigger.
Yeah, but considered merchandising.
Merchandising, that's it.
She's hot.
We're going to start merchandising, that's it. If they can get this money, that's it. RLG, merchandise.
Absolutely.
Action figures of us four.
A body model of me, I'm so attractive.
Mine will be like this.
Like a squid.
He comes
more
with a beer
tongues.
and a bowling ball.
and a bottle of wine and a wine.
Come on.
So I've got 8 legs. I can drink 7 different drinks.
My action figures will be really easy. They just get like Boo from the Dragon Ball and paint him like me.
We have a
He's
suggestion
already
from
a big fat guy.
Attack Chicken. Attack Chicken said he would pay for if Bandai made Titans or Knights.
Yeah, but if Bandai made Titans or Knights, they'd be like human size. and they'd be $11,000, and I'm not quite sure any of us can afford that.
They'd be just shy of actually like being killer robots in real life. Like,
maybe we should actually put it to them. Just, can we do this?
I think the only person who doesn't want that to
It'd be really fun if you can build these giant robots that can murder.
I think there's only one person here who doesn't want that to happen. That's Michael. Considering how many Knights he's already bought in Titans, he doesn't need to buy Bandai versions of them.
Now, it turns out that those Japanese scientists who were designing walking robots, they're actually working for Bandai.
They want Gundam to happen.
Standing ovation.
Right.
Standing ovation.
So those are the three main things they brought out that are separate to the GW miniatures, obviously. So you got the Pops, the McFarlane, and the Bandai. Band-Aid? Yep, sure. Bandai.
Band-Aid. Yep.
Band-Aid. After spending that much money, oh Jesus! I think it's a good idea. I think it's branching out, and as Isabel was saying, it's that tactile fanboy must-have play with. That's not just I'm going to move my miniature across the table and have to wait for the next game before I can do it.
I need something to fill in that space over there on the right-hand side of my bed. Okay, the fact that my bed does this, I need something on the other side. If I just pile it up with miniatures, it looks like I actually have a
Kung Fu action grap with Eliz's special ability having more drinks. That's your action figure.
With super action drinking action mode.
That's it. Alright, we'll work on it. We'll get to it.
The old G.I. Joes with the Kung Fu action
Yeah.
with a wine glass in it.
Yeah. Oh no. Is this for you, Radio Mike, or just be the microphone drop?
Oh my god, that really hurt. And it's
No.
all because of alcohol.
He'd have the pull string talkie.
Yeah, that's it. Yes. And you'd have I don't know what you'd have. Just something bland for safe for work, Mark.
I'd be the blank one that you could paint.
You have the plastic mould and everything.
I love it. Oh my god. That's awesome.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Alright, so there's three main price points. The Pops are $20 and they're sitting on your shelf. $40 McFarlane ones. You get to play with them. And then the Bandai, which is I wouldn't give them to my kids in any shape or form ever. But they're there and they look bloody awesome. So, there's one other. If people follow Kickstarter, they may have seen this already, but Games Workshop has combined with another company, can't remember what they're called, to bring out a Cadian officer. And they're doing a Kickstarter for it. I'm going to bring it up now. There it is. So if you're watching the stream...
I'm trying.
Yep.
Everybody waiting on that delay.
Yeah.
Are they non-binary?
So it is a pretty impressive looking figure. Highly detailed. Right? This is what they're talking about. The detail they're putting into it is pretty remarkable. It's on Kickstarter.
Necklace they've got.
It is also $325.
Get fucked. Is it a GW scale?
I think it's an 8-inch. One moment, caller.
12-inch.
Well, 8
12
inch
inch?
is not GW scale.
12-inch figure.
It is 12? There you go.
8 inch is hard to fit. 12 inch is ridiculous. I mean, you're not fitting 12 inch in there anyway.
It's highly detailed.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
The
detail
shoehorn was
makes
for.
it difficult.
Shoehorn.
Too right. You're gonna need more than a shoehorn. You're gonna need a freaking.
It's look. It
clusterfuck.
looks.
It's got a chainsaw.
Yeah, it's 30 centimeters. So there you go. Yeah, 12 inch, 30 centimeters.
Shit. Fuck.
Right. I missed that comment. I'm going to move on. So yes, oh my, it's pretty. I'm going to have to listen back to this and find out what you said. We've lost that. So yeah, that is a $325 pledge plus postage. If you are after that on Kickstarter, so it will be limited to how many they make. Right? It's whatever you pledge, it will be it. That's it. It's done. Is it worth $325? For me, I think it's pretty cheeky putting something on a Kickstarter.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not a huge fan of
$325. Check it.
companies using Kickstarter. Like it
Yeah.
feels really grotty.
Yeah, that's where I. It's not the price point I have the issue with. It's the fact that using Kickstarter.
It's like the Hero Quest thing. Hasbro's fucking crowdfunding a new edition of Hero Quest, and you're like, that's cool, but also crowdfunding?
Yeah.
Really?
You realise you make lots of money. Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they're currently sitting at 2.2 million US dollars they've made. They've
Jesus.
raised.
I am a disgruntled Star Citizen.
Oh God.
sucker.
Yep,
So-
I put my money into that too.
Why would you back something that it's been made and exists already?
For what?
So in
Hero Quest.
Oh right,
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the new edition of Hero Quest, they've redone the models and stuff, and it's basically
It's
like,
a fuck. It's a fucking game that's the same.
yeah, but like you can't get the old game for like a
Yeah,
decent
you
price.
can.
no,
It-
You can just fucking download it and
Right.
make it, dude.
Romanian board
Just-
game
just
collectors.
3D print the figures.
Shopping.
Download the rules. Download the board. You got
Yeah.
the game. Bam. $50.
Yeah, but that's not like the same thing.
Oh my god, it's so the
It's-
same thing.
yeah.
It's a fucking game.
So
This is the problem. Oh, people.
$325 for a Cadian officer who has switchable heads, and there's some unlocks things. So I don't know what you'll get for the unlocks.
You can twist his head off and put it back on.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing.
Alright.
Would you
If
do
you-
that?
No, I would. If you twist his head off, when you do this, like your little Katie goes up.
Let's look at this. Yep. It's
If
got
a
a...
gout of blood comes out, I'm in. I'm in. Because you're on the battlefield. It's like, oh, my Katie officer goes over here. Oh, they're dead. Boop.
So yes, he has an alternate head without the hat and the bionic eye. Right,
Yep.
and
Twist his
you
head
can
off,
put his
punch him out.
you can put a helmet on him instead, so he's no longer an officer. He looks like just a Cadian. It's pretty lively for a Cadian. It comes with a certificate of authenticity.
So what? Congratulations, you kickstarted this thing.
Yeah. So the goals are a
Congratulations,
skull
Shirosaka.
cane. Goal number 2 is a power fist closed, and goal 3 is power fist open. It does look cool. The power fist one does look cool. But
hours of fun for the whole family.
how... Just... Who? I mean... Sorry, it's not who. We already got to the part. The fanboys out there... okay, positives. It's not a Space Marine. It's not an Ultramarine. Huzzah.
I really actually like the fact that other stuff is coming out, because we're at peak
God.
Marines at the moment.
Yes!
Are we ever? My
Correct. Correct.
Yeah, it is always nice to see some stuff come out that isn't Marines.
Yeah.
And I say that as a Marine player.
Yeah.
Yes, we're all, and that's the other reason I got my Marine book and went, yep, put it down, done. I got no energy for Marines at the moment. It's too much.
So attack, I've got it.
Yep.
All you've got to have is a refillable blood pack. So you get the miniature, you refill the blood pack at the start of the game. When they get one wound, you take off an arm or a leg or whatever, and blood just gouts out the side. And then you take off their head when they're dead, and it just gouts out the top.
Wouldn't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, Michael. If it's a proper Cadian officer, wouldn't you just press a button and it just turns to ash or something?
Blood gouting.
I think you'll find that the planet broke before the guard did.
Cadian.
Michael
Cadian
has
stands.
got it. Yeah, look, they actually demolished the planet, and the people are still standing there going, in space, literally in space, going,
What was that?
Spoiler
what happened to the
alert.
planet?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still in my camo and shit. Like, can they see us?
So,
Space.
just for FYI, they have raised over $90,000 already for that figure.
That's how much it's going to cost per figure.
That's 272 people. So the money sounds like 272 because
Oh, whoa! Back that up.
Okay.
You just said how much money?
90,000. 272
$90,000
dollars. Yep,
Project, not for the...
270 people.
back to yep.
I would like everyone to divide.
You
90,000
can buy
by
more than one.
270.
You can
Some
buy
of them will be...
It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
No, look, it's US dollars.
No,
But
that's the
also-
Australian conversion. That's the Australian conversion.
Oh,
No, it's
they convert it.
percentages.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
No, like, there'll probably be some stores ordering a bunch of them, expecting them
Yeah,
to sell them.
you can pledge 1, 2, or 3 at a time. So there might be people buying 3 at once. Which,
There's
at the
a lot-
bargain price of $974, why wouldn't you?
But it's 270
And-
people.
Okay, so if you want to get technical, right, pledges start at $10.
We don't deserve to survive.
You can pledge for $10. It is, you don't get anything, you just believe in it. Sorry, $20. I think that's a great idea. Here's my money. You don't get anything for it, but you can still give them $20. That's I have a real issue with giving $20 to Games Workshop for nothing.
Well, I mean, look, if
Why
someone's
don't we
dumb
do this
enough to
episode?
do
It was
that...
my
I'll let
idea,
you
and
do
I
that.
hate myself. Oh my gosh. I've just realised that the human race shouldn't survive.
But Katie will
Well,
still
you gotta
stand.
Remember,
It's not
you
you.
remember that guy who kickstarted like potato salad. He only wanted like $5 and raised like 200,000 or something.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Oh yeah, he made like a vat and gave it to the homeless and stuff. It was
Oh, good.
heartwarming.
That's actually
But,
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is stupidity and the spare cash that's lying around on the internet.
It's crazy. So yeah, we'll go back to what we were talking about. The toys that have come out. Pop's good. McFarlane's good. Bandai, if you've got the money, they look impressive. $325 for a Cadian figure. Well, there's obviously 272 people who've already backed it. But as we're saying, I think the biggest gripe I have is a GW licensed product on Kickstarter.
No, what I said was I wanted a blood pack.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the fact that only 200... How long has it been up on Kickstarter?
It's got 25 days left, so work whatever
So
that
it's
is.
been up for like a long time now.
No, it's only you get 30 days. I think it's about
Really?
30. It hasn't been
I
up
think
for
it's
that
a
long.
variable length.
I
I don't
put my
think
new
yeah,
book
could
on
be.
Kickstarter. Can I get everyone to back it, please? Because
Absolutely.
I need a lot of money, and I need to finish the book.
Do
Red
it.
Belly, do I need to finish the book?
Yes, you do. Okay, so update number 1 was October the 8th. That was the first 24 hours. So there you go. It's up since the 7th of October.
Okay, so not very long at all.
Nope.
Yeah, it's been up for like 5 days. That's why it's got 25 left.
Yeah, so there's
so I was right. A month.
270 rabid Cadian fans that have instantly kickstarted this.
Correct.
And the dregs will come through. And see, this is probably why they've kickstarted it, because if GW just straight up went and did it, they probably wouldn't cover their costs.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the
it's a controlled.
It's, we will make this thing in a limited run to demand.
Yeah, made to
like
order.
That's kind of, it's why their argument for doing the HeroQuest stuff. It's like, well, we want to know how many people want it.
Yeah, it is a made to order. With Games Workshop's been doing it.
It feels sleazy.
It does. It does. When you have a multi-million-dollar company putting something on Kickstarter, I sort of go, really?
They're not the first company to do it, though. Like,
no, they're not. But
a bunch of like fucking AAA video game developers have done it. That was pretty gross.
Homeworld.
Alright, we have been rambling about this longer than I actually thought we had, so it's been good. So, apart from Mark who goes, why do people buy toys that you can't paint and play 40k with? What do we think of toys with the GW name on them? Because there's more stuff out there.
Gotta say, I'm the complete opposite of Mark. I'm a hard pass on GW action figures. I'm sorry. Hard pass.
I won't buy them either. But I have an aversion to stuff because I've lived in small places for a long time, so I just don't have room for clutter.
I'm a fucking sucker for clutter. Like,
I'm just looking at your two backgrounds. Yes, Mark, you are correct. Michael, you are correct.
You can see. There's no room for clutter here. These shelves are chock full of crap.
My helmet's like on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. If I bought an action figure, where would I put it? It'd have to sit in this chair, and then I couldn't be in here.
Oh.
That was literally the reason why I haven't bought stuff that's come out already.
I seriously do.
But like,
way too much crap.
If they made other stuff that wasn't action figures, I'd totally buy it. Like, I've got a fucking life-size las gun that I bought from a fucking prop replica maker because they don't make them. If they made those, I'd buy one. If they made a marine helmet that was life-size, I'd fucking buy it. I bought a goddamn Fallout one.
So do you have 40k Monopoly yet?
No, because that's terrible. Monopoly is a bad game, and you should feel bad.
Totally is a terrible game. If they made 40k Risk, I'd be in.
They have.
That's more.
Risk's a fucking great game.
It's okay. I'll just leave you a copy of the rules.
40k Risk? I haven't seen it. I haven't got it yet. I haven't seen it.
No, I meant Monopoly.
Monopoly. I've got a few Monopoly boards, so I won't say anything. Nobody wants to play me.
Everyone owns a copy of Monopoly. It's like a legal requirement to own at least one copy of Monopoly.
Just one?
I do not.
Monopoly. I own Fortnite Monopoly, but that's it.
That's Monopoly. You own a copy of Monopoly.
1, 2,
I've
1,
got Monopoly
2,
Tycoon,
3,
but
4, 5,
Also Monopoly.
6, 7 copies of Monopoly,
Actually,
including Fortnite.
All right. Attack
and
Chicken.
Star Wars.
Talk to us about Black Series
8.
Star Wars minifigurines. Sorry, not minifigures, figurines.
So I've got 8 copies of Monopoly. 2 of them are different to the original.
I'm obsessed. I'm completely obsessed.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, action figures, I reckon... You folk know about the Black Series Star Wars figurines.
Sorry.
Next podcast.
Oh no! God damn it! You've given a link.
He's got the link. Oh no.
Fucking clicking it.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a 40k Risk.
It is 40k Risk.
I thought there was.
Why would you
40k
do that?
board games that
If you want to play Risk, play Risk. If you want to play 40k, play 40k. Though I have played 40k. Sorry,
Munchkin.
I played Risk Legacy. I played it for about 6 months, and it was fucking awesome.
I enjoyed 40k Munchkin.
I came
Played
third.
it yet, but it seems really cool.
if I can find enough players to play, I will play it.
Shit, and I find it boring.
Right. So, on that note, I think it's great that they bring out some action figures. I don't think the $40 point price point's too bad.
Price point?
Thank you.
Yeah,
But
that's all right.
if they had a Salamander one, I'd be throwing money at it. If they had a Death Guard one, they'd be throwing more money at it.
If they had a female one, I'd actually throw money at it.
Yep.
Didn't they have a sister battle?
Sisters Battle.
No.
Yes.
Female Space Marines. Fuck that. Sisters of Battle is okay. It's been female Space Marines or death.
Fair enough. But I would like to see them bring out different factions. Not just different Marine chapters, different factions. If they keep doing that, I think they'd be quite successful in getting more money from us. Because that's
They could
really
release
tough
so
for
many
us.
factions.
Oh,
They
so
could
many.
do Grey Knights
Like 'em.
and Death Watch.
Yeah.
Can I get a massive callback to the start of the episode? 8 tentacles, 47 breasts, 6 penises,
The Slanesh line.
Laneige models, yeah!
Get
Found.
yourself this big Bandai detailed Slanesh model that's got multiple attachable parts.
You
Build
just-
your
you
own
just-
greater demon.
You
battle.
just hung it in bed and it's got everything.
Available
All
in your local
underneath.
adult
Oh,
shop.
It's wonderful. It only costs $8,000 per climax.
No, it's per coin every 30. No. So. Alright, come on. Final thoughts, Mark. Toys, 40k, yay or nay?
I think they're good for the people who it's their jam, but I won't buy them.
And the price points? Because they're pretty ranged 20, 40, 230, 325.
Well, I think it's good because the heavens weep at the Bandai pricing. Like like nobody needs the hand of dawn freaking inscribed inside a glove that you can't see.
Yeah, that's fair. So I was reading a comment from Taxi. He's gone on a Star Wars bend. So, and it does, there's people out there, I just want to put this out, there's people out there who's spending $180 minimum and up for the Cadian Colonel at the moment. That's that one figure that the retailer's got for free. I just want to point that out too.
How did they retailers get it for free?
That was GW being nice.
It was a special gift given out to retailers so that they could
Hobbyers,
vend.
not the GW stores, the actual sockers itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, they were like,
they're not giving away something that's actually popular. They're giving away a
Oh, it was
fucking Imperial Guard
hugely
miniature.
popular.
Oh my god.
it's hugely
Hugely
popular.
popular.
Everybody wants one.
No, because they gave it away free to the retail stores and they're not selling it for $90.
No, like,
No,
if
no.
it was $90, I'd buy it like...
Oh, if $90, I'd have
It's
one,
the fucking-
absolutely.
It's the one that looks like the dude from Predator.
Yeah,
Like,
What
Carl
price
Weathers.
is it right now? Sorry, I
Carl
fucked
Weathers.
up.
$180
It's
and
an
up.
Imperial Guardsman. He was a Cadian. He
There
looks
you
like Carl Weathers from Predator.
Okay,
Yeah.
the same miniature. The same fucking miniature in Imperial... Sorry, in Space Marines. How much is that?
Oh, it wouldn't happen.
Space
No.
Marine miniature.
It doesn't have.
No, forget it. The Bandai Space Marines, how much are they?
230.
Who knows?
Ah, so it's a great deal cheaper, yes?
We're talking about the miniature itself, the standard
It's a 40K
size
miniature,
28,
not
40k
not an
miniature
action figure.
on a 32mm base. That if it was selling in the store, it would be $55.
It's a
You-
40k special character. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a HQ.
I'll show you later. It was meant to help out the stockists to give them here. We won't charge for this, but then the stockists only got 2 or 3 of them instead of every Cadian player like myself wanting one, because it's just us plus all the other people who are collectors wanting one. It was poorly
Yeah,
done.
it was kind of like... It was a do whatever you want with this. We don't care if you run a giveaway, or if you just keep it for yourself, or
Yeah.
if you sell them on eBay, which a lot of people did.
Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah, we can talk a whole episode of that where I just rage, and I will just get my stout and rage. Cool. Final thoughts, Michael?
Yeah, look, there's a wide range of stuff. People are into shit. People want to buy it.
Is
Actually a massive fan of organizations branching out, diversifying, trying to approach different audiences, developing their contacts in greater ranges of creative endeavor. And I think the creative endeavor in larger miniatures is much different to the creative endeavor in smaller miniatures. And I think it actually has paid more people to do this. And as much as I don't have any interest in it in myself, if people love it and they're going to buy it, GW actually branching out into this space is employing more people. It's broadening their scope of employment, and I'm 100% behind it. Go GW.
yeah. I like toys. I'll keep it simple. I like toys, and anything I bring out and that I'm a fan of 40k, I will be interested as long as it's the right faction for me. I think it's a great idea, and as I said before, if the McFarlane ones are keep with multiple ranges of it, it's going to be awesome. And yes, there are definitely people out there who will throw money at these. There's already people 90 grand on that 300 plus one, so it's clearly it works. The desire for fanboys and girls and people are out there, and they want it. If you recall, there's a review of a Primaris toy. Yep, a Primaris one has 2 wounds though. The Intercessor is a Primaris. Doesn't matter. Alright, so anything else, folks? Otherwise, I'll wrap it up because we've been yammering on. Good, excellent. So, what have we got? Hobby night, Tuesday night is tomorrow night. If you listen to the podcast, you missed it. Oh. But that's okay, there'll be another Tuesday night. And it'll be from about 9 o'clock, so jump on. I'll be doing probably Death Guard. God damn it. No doubt, Michael will set up his Twitch stream at some point so he can take over. Yeah, good. That was confident. Friday night game.
Can I just ask you, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was going to suggest to Greg, however, to mention that it's Australian Daylight Time.
Yes.
That your podcast is held in.
I do put up that when the message goes out, I do put AEDT. And if you don't know what AEDT is, well, Google it. Yep.
Acceptable, existential, devastating testicles.
That is right, at 9 of them. Don't forget, Monday night gaming, Friday night gaming, as usual. Usually it's myself and Isabel. Wait for the other two to jump in. Come on, we've got a couple other people to join in.
Sometimes we show up.
Yeah, Monolith jumped in the other night.
Fall, guys.
That's correct. You can follow us there. Also, follow us on the Facebook page, RLG40K. On Facebook, for our gaming side of it, it is Real Loud Gamers. For our Twitch, obviously, it's redbelly.tv, twitch.tv/redbelly. So, depending where you're watching right now, obviously, people watching on Twitch, hello. There's a camera. Oh my god. Welcome. For our Facebook page, what is it, folks?
RLG4K.
Not for our YouTube page.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah, that stuffed everyone up, didn't it? You can.
I don't watch it.
That's brilliant. I don't watch it. Yeah. You can watch RLG Real Loud Gamers is our Facebook page. Our Twitter is
RLG Oz Gamers.
Oz Gaming. Well done.
Fuck.
I know, so close.
Every time. Oz Gaming. At RLG Oz Gaming.
And Michael, our Instagram?
Twitter.
I don't have Instagram.
So I keep asking you that one too. RLG40K is the Instagram.
I'm like, I don't use Instagram at all.
You're welcome.
So
you can follow me on Instagram. It's RedBellyBlack. You can follow... No one else here has that. Good. Excellent. You can follow me on Twitter as well. I don't even know my own Twitter. That's a good start. It's...
You are at RedBellyRLG.
There you go. And Isabel has a Instagram.
I do. I am
Twitch,
at
Twitter.
IE Kenner. You can follow me also at .gwitch, but I don't there, so please don't go to the @IE Kenner. You can go to my Facebook @IE Kenner, and I'm actually going to start posting some things on there.
Hey, Gads. And you've also got your own Twitch
I
stream.
know, it's insanity. And I do have my own Twitch stream. It's at Dodgy Witch on Twitch. And we're going to hit there in about 10 minutes and do some bullshit.
Yeah, we will. Bullshit with controllers. Yeah.
It's going to be bullshit, and it's going to be fucking great.
And of course, you can listen to the podcast wherever you find a good podcast provider. Wobbly Player Syndrome. You love it. Come on. You love it. So I'm going to say goodnight. Good night. I'm Greg, and have fun, people. Enjoy what you do. Love the hobby. Mark.
Night, everybody.
Isabel.
Good night, everybody. I love you.
Radio.
I love Greg. I love Mark. I love Mike. And I love this show. And I love you all. Forever.
Beat that, Mike.
So it turns out it is okay to play with dolls, no matter what floats your boat. If you like them cheap and cheerful, you can pop in for a vinyl. Or you can go more expensive and work your way all the way up to a Cadian. Whatever you like, you can find it at GW. Join us next month for more Wobbly Player Syndrome.